Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. As loving dog owners, we're constantly observing our furry best friends, and sometimes they do things that make us go, huh? Today we're diving into 10 common things our dogs do that can be a little concerning, and more importantly, we'll break down what might be behind these behaviors. Let's get started. Ever asked yourself, why does my dog eat its own vomit? Yeah, it's not a pretty sight, and it can be really alarming. There are a few reasons why this might happen. Sometimes it could be a leftover instinct from their scavenging days, where they didn't want to waste a potential meal, even if it came back up. In other cases, they might not fully digest their food the first time around, and they're trying to get some more nutrients. However, if this is a frequent occurrence, it could also indicate an underlying digestive issue, or even something like acid reflux that makes their vomit taste or smell appealing to them. It's definitely something to keep an eye on and mention to your vet if it happens regularly. Have you ever been worried and asked yourself, why is my dog suddenly aggressive towards people or other animals? This can be really upsetting and even scary. A sudden change in your dog's behavior like this is a big red flag. It could be due to a number of things. Maybe they're in pain and lashing out because they're hurting. It could also be fear. Something might be making them feel threatened. Sometimes it can be related to resource guarding, where they're protective of their food, toys, or even you. In some cases, it could be a sign of a developing medical condition affecting their brain. If you see this happening, it's crucial to consult with a vet and possibly a certified professional dog trainer or behaviorist to figure out the root cause. We all get worried when our pups turn their nose up at food, right? So you might be thinking, why has my dog suddenly lost its appetite or is refusing to eat? While an occasional picky day isn't usually a cause for panic, if your dog consistently refuses food for more than a day or two, that's a concern. There could be a simple explanation like a slight tummy upset, or maybe they just don't like the new treats you bought. But it can also be a sign of something more serious, like dental pain, nausea, or an underlying illness. Keep an eye on their overall demeanor and energy levels, and if the lack of appetite persists, a trip to the vet is in order. Itchy dogs can be miserable, and it's tough to watch them constantly scratching. You might be wondering, why is my dog excessively scratching, licking, or biting at its skin? There are several common culprits here. Allergies, whether to food, something in the environment like pollen, or even flea saliva, are a big one. Parasites like fleas and mites are also a very common cause of intense itching. And let's not forget those pesky insect bites from mosquitoes or other bugs. Skin infections, either bacterial or fungal, can also lead to this kind of discomfort. If your dog is constantly at their skin, it's time to investigate with your vet to pinpoint the cause and get them some relief. Have you noticed a big change in your dog's water bowl habits and thought, why are my dog's drinking habits suddenly different? They're drinking so much more or much less than usual. Both extremes can be concerning. If your dog is suddenly guzzling water and still seems thirsty, it could be a sign of conditions like diabetes or kidney problems. On the other hand, if they're barely touching their water, it could indicate dehydration or an underlying illness making them feel unwell. Pay attention to how often you're refilling the bowl and if there are any other accompanying symptoms. A significant change in thirst is definitely worth discussing with your veterinarian. It's always worrying when our usually playful pups seem down in the dumps. You might ask, why is my dog so lethargic or unusually tired all the time? A sudden drop in energy levels and a lack of interest in their favorite activities can be a sign that something isn't right. It could be something as simple as needing extra rest, but it can also indicate a fever, pain, or a more serious underlying health condition. Observe if there are any other symptoms, and if this lethargy persists, it's best to get them checked out by a vet. Nobody likes dealing with doggy digestive issues. You might be saying, why does my dog have vomiting or diarrhea that just won't stop? Occasional tummy troubles can happen, And as you pointed out, a sudden change in their diet, including switching dog food types or brands, is a very common trigger. However, if the vomiting or diarrhea lasts for more than 24 hours, or if you see other signs like blood, weakness, or loss of appetite, it's really important to seek veterinary care. Persistent digestive upset can lead to dehydration and could be a symptom of a more serious infection or illness. It can be a little heartbreaking when your usually social dog starts to disappear. You might wonder, why is my dog suddenly hiding or withdrawing from us? Dogs who are feeling unwell, in pain, or anxious may seek out quiet, secluded spots. This is their way of trying to cope. If your dog is suddenly becoming withdrawn and not engaging with the family as much, it could be a sign of a medical issue or emotional distress. Try to gently encourage them, but if the behavior continues, it's important to rule out any underlying health problems with your vet. Coughing and sneezing can sound just as concerning in our dogs as they do in us. You might be thinking, why is my dog constantly coughing or sneezing? An occasional cough or sneeze is usually nothing to worry about. However, persistent coughing or sneezing could indicate allergies, kennel cough, which is like a doggy cold, or even more serious respiratory infections. Pay attention to the type of cough. Is it dry and hacking or wet? Are they bringing anything up? If these symptoms persist, a vet visit is recommended to determine the cause and get them the right treatment. Finding a new lump or bump on your dog can definitely cause a moment of panic. You might ask, why does my dog have these unusual lumps or bumps on their body? While our minds might immediately jump to the worst-case scenario, it's important to remember that not all lumps and bumps are cancerous. They can be caused by insect bites leading to swelling or reactions, or even skin infections forming small abscesses. However, because it's impossible to know for sure just by looking, any new or growing lumps or bumps should always be checked out by your veterinarian. Early detection is key when it comes to more serious issues. So, those are 10 common things our dogs do that can raise some eyebrows. Now, I'm curious, what's one thing your dog does that you find particularly puzzling or concerning? Let us know in the comments below. You might even find that other viewers have experienced the same thing. And there you have it. We hope this video has shed some light on why our furry friends sometimes do these concerning things. If you got any value from this video, please give it a like. Share it with other dog owners who might find this information helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more helpful pet care tips, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.